Hello ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome to another grounded video. I hope you're enjoying all the grounded content. You seem to be. The views are amazing. Thank you for all the support, guys. Today we're looking at secrets of grounded once more. I'm going to be showing you some cool little things, and yes, you are going to see a player 10,000 times bigger than an ant, and I regret nothing about that clickbait. It's not kind of clickbait, it's kind of true, but I hope you like the video. It's just a little tour of some things I found you guys have been telling me about, so I hope you enjoy it. Starting off with Mr. Potato. He's behind the shed. I don't know what he's doing here. I don't know what it's in reference to, other than that you do find him on the packets of food. I'm pretty sure he's like underneath it all on the packaging. But if you go really close into his eye, you can see Zakmar. Now Zakmar, I do believe, is from Pillars of Eternity 2. And it is apparently a dwarf who is a merchant or a shipwright, and he sells and repairs ships. So maybe that'll be part of the story later on. I just showed off the paintings properly. I quite like the design on the front. I feel like that is like going to be a mask, or it's going to be a creature. It just looks a bit more like a snapping turtle or something like that, which would be huge, but a small thing. I've gone through all over the house, obviously just to show you guys some stuff, see if there's anything there. There's nothing. There's nothing in the house just yet. It will be super cool if we do get to go in there, maybe. Also thought it'd be quite cool to go up the drain. Maybe there could be an adventure where you got to get some rope or something, but no, not the case. And then I thought, let's follow the electrical wire with the satellite on top. Maybe this is going to lead to another secret lab. Imagine you have to climb all over to get to the rooftops. But again, it's just props. It is just props. I know some of you guys might look at this like I'm spoiling stuff, but the game's been out a few days now. We've had the demo. I've shown off a big video like this before with lots of different locations. So if you want to go and see a lot of the labs and a lot of other stuff, go and watch that video. It will be in the top comments pinned in this video, and that was from the beta, where it has some things have been changed. This, I thought I'd go and take a look at the scenery around. Is there another house? Could we potentially have other backyards? That's something that people have been wondering. Is maybe there'll be future maps in the future where it'd be completely different because the backyard is completely different. I would love that. I don't know how that would go with the story, because the story does seem pretty tight and like it's going to be based just in this backyard because that's where the science is. But I think it'd still be cool if they could find a way to make it we could travel to really exotic or new or different backyards. But yeah, there is nothing inside this house. This took forever, by the way. I've sped this up times by 3. It is absolute ages away. Anyway, back to the backyard. In the water, there is another flying moon disc. I will be showing off the broodmother fight in another video as well, but there is another one of these and it's under the water. I think I'm gonna say someone should go down here legit and see if there is a scab. When you're doing this cheat command, which you can't do on console at the moment, you can only do it on PC with a little bit of extra help. So if you're excited or maybe hoping to do this kind of stuff, not yet. It doesn't have admin commands like Ark or some other games, or even like Subnautica and stuff. But yeah, I reckon there's a scab on top of there, but you can't ever see them when you do this mode. So let me know. Dive down and let me know if there is a scab or something on top of that discman. Maybe it will be a boss fight in future. And then we're just going across to something I showed in my other secrets video, but it didn't have this light. Obviously the magnifying glass is burning, and maybe that would be an interesting thing. Maybe we have to go and make something. I'd love it if we have to craft something there, because it needs like the temperature to be 10,000 massive kilowatts or something stupid like that. That would be a great idea. It's like the ultimate sword forged in the fire of the magnifying glass. And then we've got the stump here. Nothing really going on with the stump again. I've shown this place off before. I think this will end up being some sort of boss fight, or maybe you just got to clear it up. It definitely seems like that's a placeholder for something. And sadness, as I showed you guys, I've shown you the sandcastle that was in here before would have removed it. Or it was like a fault. Maybe it wasn't a sandcastle, maybe it was a fault, but I've removed it from now. So I reckon this will hopefully be a boss fight arena. That's what I wanted it to be. But it might just be a completely different biome altogether. It might just be a completely overgrown sandcastle. It might even be a flower bed. It might not even be a sand pit anymore. That's what they could be doing in the future. So there's nothing really here but a trail. Again, let me know if you find anything. You can probably get up here legit if you use building materials to climb on top of it. And then finally, I've shown this off before. It's just the way that you can get near the hedges up until the big next story area. I think this is going to be part of the big update. You can get inside a couple of these hamster runs, but they don't really do much. There's one where there's a switch, which I'm going to show you. And then the other one, which is a bit easier to get to, which you can get to this way by starting at the very beginning of the hedge, going through all of the wood and going past either the broodmother or going through the fountain, and there's a way to parkour and get all the way through up here. But yeah, you can't really do anything in here. I'm just scanning around. You can get into this room. There's a piece of broken glass, but obviously I don't know what else there is there. There is an analyzer, so we know we're going to be here to do stuff, and it might be not be as dangerous. I reckon it'll be some of them robots, but that's the hole where you can get through, and you have to do a lot of parkour from the top. I have shown off this lab in the previous video where it was much more detailed and I took it a bit slower. But like I said, for now, you guys have been telling me that the other doors are locked, but them 2 rooms you can get into this time. So yeah, try it out. Climb all the way to the very top. Like I said, you can do this from the other side of the hedge, and you have to kind of follow it all the way round, or you might be able to shimmy up near the base of it, but you have to go right near the beginning of the hedge and go through all of it. And then yeah, this is just the room here, and there's nothing much going on other than there might be some spiderlings. I've seen a lot of little spider webs and stuff. And then you have got this one up here. Again, I've shown this, but this has got a note in it, and apparently people have been saying you get a mission from it. Now I didn't get any mission, but the note should be just about here. So spoilers, if you want some extra stuff, go up here and grab it. And then I'm going to show you something next where you can get hold of some extra science points. Again, it's all about coming up here and just being a parkour master. It's pretty tough, like one drop and you're going to be dead. So make sure you bring lots of dandelion tufts with you. But if you follow the path of the twigs, I took a look at this device, there's nothing in it, this is just purely a prop. But on the left hand side there is an observation tower, and I missed this in the first video I did, so you can check this out and you can actually get into this. It opens up and there will be 500 science points and a scab, and I think something else in terms of a mission. I was thinking maybe there'd be a chip for blueprints for items, but again, I've not found anything like that. Maybe it will be there, obviously, when the game's fully here. I want these places to be dungeons. I really want them to be filled with enemies. Lots of spiders, lots of robots. Something pretty challenging. I don't want it to be just completely abandoned, but I'm just showing you a kind of way that you could actually get in. You have to go from top, hop onto the mushrooms, and then you get in here and you can pull this weird lever. Again, I'm not too sure what it does. I think people have said it doesn't do much when you pull it, or that other people said they got some more quests as well when they pulled this, or they found a note in this room too. So let me know, guys. I will be doing it myself, legit. And then the piece de la resistance. How did I get myself 10,000 times bigger than an ant? Basically, I just used some cheats that change the size of the character. It's pretty cool. It's something that you can do in a lot of Unreal Engine games. So this isn't just a cheat for Grounded. But obviously, you have been shrunken down. We've seen the models do that in the trailers and stuff. So yeah, it's crazy being this size. I could have gone bigger, but it does start changing up a little bit and breaking the game a little bit. That's really interesting. I made myself slightly smaller there just to show a little bit more scale. I'm probably nearly about the same size as a normal child there. As you can see, you can move around, you can swing. It does get a bit jittery, like I said, it doesn't work very well, so it is not obviously meant to happen. But I just thought it's pretty cool, and I just like the idea that eventually we may get bigger again. That's obviously going to be part of the story. You can even go ahead and try harvesting stuff, but you don't get anything from it. I tried with these flowers, but no, it was just nice to get up close to it. Now, if you do want to do this and you're on PC, then you can come join my Discord. I'm going to have a link for it. But as I said, it's at people's own risks. Whenever you're using extra help, and sometimes you may risk crashing your game, you may risk deleting a save. So it's not really best advised. But there are a bunch of cheats and stuff you can do that pretty much just help me make content creation. I can turn off the HUD. I can go flying around and get some nice screenshots. So I'm really loving it at the moment. I hope they do add admin. If you're watching this, Obsidian, please add some admin commands. Let players have that freedom to mess around and do what they want, just like they can in Ark Survival Evolved. This is my background as well. If anyone doesn't know, I have done like hundreds of videos talking about admin commands in Ark Survival Evolved. I've done so many guides legit as well about how to tame and all the stuff you would expect from games like Ark, and all the other survival games I cover as well. But it was Ark that I did so many admin tutorials showing people how to do things like ride baby mini dinosaurs and change all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I like this kind of stuff. This interests me, how you can pretty much break a game, or how you can change and do stuff and do massive cheats. So I'm about normal size here, but I am going to show you just what it looks like when you're only a little bit bigger, and I quite like it. I reckon it was pretty interesting how they decided on what size we would be, because when we think about it, we're really tiny. We're literally only slightly bigger than an ant, and sometimes it feels like the scale's a bit off with certain things. But can you imagine if we were just a little bit taller? So here we go. I'm going to put the commands in now, and there we go. I am slightly bigger. Now this one works a bit better. You can see though my feet aren't really touching the ground, but I love this. Just we could play some football with a water drop. Look, just kick it around, sort of, kind of. I hope they add that to the game as well. If they've got physics like that with water and we can throw a rock, please add some soccer, as the Americans call it, because they're dumb. It's football, people. It's football. That'd be great if we could have some sort of football mini game. That would be amazing. Maybe we could have the nets, the water collectors, the dew collectors as the actual nets for the football post. That would be amazing. Yeah, make it two uses. But yeah, it's quite interesting running around. Now I have got another one of these. I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get a 5th character very, very soon. That's coming next. Someone shouted me out with that one. So I've been JADE-PG. I hope you're enjoying this. Just a little quick tease. Go and check out all my other proper guides and tutorials, and I'll see you lot later.